Hello and welcome back to It's About Time. We are going to get started here with Season 1, Episode 6, House of the Rising Sun. Are y'all ready for this one? Are you ready? If you haven't been here before, welcome to my channel. What I am doing is recreating an exhaustive timeline of Lost. I have seen Lost several times. This is not a reaction channel. We are approaching this from the standpoint of someone who has seen Lost many times and reconstructing the full timeline of when, how, everything happened. And we're having a lot of great discussion too. If you want to follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/itsabouttime, where you can download a PDF version of the timeline as we're going along, and you can watch up to 3 episodes ahead. So join us there at patreon.com/itsabouttime. Hey, I'm ready to get into it. Let's go. House of the Rising Sun. This is September 28th, 2004, day 7 on the island. Meanwhile, Sun is listening to everybody, understanding what they're saying. And Jin is beating a fish to death.
Miss, champagne 드실래요? champagne 드세요.
Jin got a job at this party. How far back in time is this?
손님 때문에 바빠. 날 믿어봐.
And he gave her a flower. That must have been the first time.
너무 이쁘다.
Uh-oh.
여보! 왜 그래요?
Jin attacks Michael. And got the child pleading. That's really scary. Jim was already kind of frustrated that day with that fish. Saeed and Sawyer, yes. They had to. They had to tackle him because he was like... It took both of them to get him under control. Seems like it's nice and cool too in the caves.
It's amazing.
Ooh, Charlie's going through a withdrawal. Bruh, you only got a little bit left.
Don't move.
Look, I was just gonna tell you.
He's on that beehive.
What's going on? He's standing on a beehive.
What's a beehive doing there? Beehives are supposed to be in trees.
Surely there must be something you're not telling us.
Surely? Where you from, man?
Tikrit. Iraq.
Okay, I don't know how it is in Iraq, but in the United States of America, where I'm from, Korean people don't like black people. Do you know that? 거짓말 하지 마! So maybe you ought to talk to him!
지금 시계 때문에 그래요, 시계.
The cuffs stay on.
A little louder, Omar. Maybe then she'll understand you.
Guys,
She was trying to
that
tell them
Chinese
it's
dude's
the
gonna be
watch.
pretty crispy out here. How are you gonna keep him tied down like that?
He tried to kill Michael.
We all saw it.
The cuffs stay on until we know why.
Saeed is the sheriff. They said Kate was the sheriff. Saeed is the sheriff.
Come on, man.
가셨어.
뭐?
He asked for her hand and her father said yes.
어떻게 된 거야?
내가 아버님을 설득했지.
And he has to work with him
공장에서
too.
일하면 우리가 원하는 돈이 생길 거야.
Aww. They're so happy. Yeah, how long have they been married at this point? That will give us
Just keep still, man.
some sort of clue.
I'm gonna try to cover the hive.
It's not gonna work. Y'all all got stung multiple times. And then Kate finds Adam and Eve.
Someone laid the rest here.
Who?
I don't know.
Where'd they come from?
Didn't you guys shoot a polar bear
Jacob.
last week?
Jacob laid them to
Where'd
rest.
that come from?
Any idea how long you've been here?
Long. Takes 40 or 50 years for clothing to degrade like this.
It's been longer than 40 or 50 years. It's that two nameless characters that had such impact, Mother and the Man in Black.
But who were these men?
Actually, one of them's female.
Our very own Adam and Eve.
Come on, Chanel bags. Been shopping. Have this fine apartment. Yeah, we're living well. It's football. And we know that Jin got him from the guy that he beat up later. Or before.
46 people need to drink a half gallon a day each. Carrying all this water back and forth is going to be a real pain in the ass.
Starting to make me regret volunteering.
These caves make too good a shelter just to be used for burial. The openings are narrow, easier for protection against predators.
Kate is
We don't need to bring the
disinterested
water
in
to the
living in the
people.
caves.
We need to bring the people to the water.
What did your mother say about me?
Not a doggone
She
thing.
never talked about you.
You don't know anything about me, do you?
You don't know anything about me.
I know a lot about you.
Yeah?
Yeah,
When's my birthday?
August 24th.
August 24th, Walt's birthday.
When's mine?
And now the dog is much bigger.
여보. 여보. 다쳤어?
We know this is the night that he beat up the guy.
됐어?
This Daniel Day Kim's performance. Ooh. And how he turns and looks at her. Act, sir. I do what your father tells me. Yes.
그래요?
Son has her hair cut.
레슨 받았어요. 공부는 했고요. 네.
She hires a decorator.
당신 알죠? 당신 남편이나 당신 아버지가 당신을 찾기 위해서 무슨 일이든지 할 수 있다는 거. 당신들이 여행하는 동안 공항에서 시간은 11시 15분. 당신은
I feel like this is close to when the trip is happening.
빠져나와야 해요. 나올 땐 아무것도 가지고 나와서는 안 돼요. 당신이 납치됐다고 생각할 거예요. 첫 일주일 동안은 해봐요. 언제라 그랬죠?
공항에서 11시 15분에
다시 한번
11시 15분
15.
11시 15분 11시 15분 I need to talk to you.
And she speaks English. Uh-huh.
What I know is that this island just might give you what you're looking for, but you have to give the island something.
You really think you can find my guitar?
Look up, Charlie.
You're not gonna ask me to pray or something.
With all the healing properties that we know are on the island, I feel like these bee stings should be something that goes down quickly.
You know, I know you can't understand a word. And normally I'm not the talking out loud type, but since I have a captive audience, I hope for your sake you pay attention.
He
Stay
was
away
like,
from me.
did I lose my hand?
And my kid.
The land at LAX. And I need that coffee clear customs because there's going to be a post waiting.
16. So yep, Sun is about to leave, but then 15. Her car is waiting, and she decides to stay. My question though is, why are they in this line? I just feel like if they were having a connecting flight, that they should be in the customs line and not the regular ticket gate line. But whatever, we'll take it. Oh, the caves is the place to be. Fresh water, you got music. Charlie's playing the guitar.
Look around you.
It's
Take a
cool,
good look.
because I would be hot.
Just between you and me. Are you sure that this is where you want to be?
We'll start like we always do with the things that we know happened that day. So when we look at September 28th, 2004, let's look at what happened that day, and then we'll go back to some of the flashback stuff. So the first thing we know, Jen attacks Michael on the beach. Kate finds Adam and Eve, and Jack finds the black and white stones. Charlie exchanges his heroin for his guitar. Jack brings part of the group back to the caves, and the rest remain on the beach. The thing that seems most clear to me is Sun is about to leave Jen at the airport, but he wins her back. You know, we see Jack yelling at the gate agent, so that was that day. We have been putting this on September 21st at, 11:15, right? So we're going to just slip that on September 21st as the day they were at the airport. Sun hires a decorator to help her escape her husband, and then she speaks with the decorator about her escape plan. During that time, the decorator is giving her a passport and telling her about her car arrangements. That seems like that's probably like the day before she left, because it seems like you would make all of those plans kind of last minute, if you would. So I'm going to put that on September 20th when that happens. But let me think about this. No, it's not far from South Korea to Australia. They could have taken an early morning or an early morning flight and been there at, or even a middle of the night flight and been there at 11:15 on the 21st in Australia to make their connection. Yeah, so we'll keep that on the 20th. That Sun hired the decorator, and she and the decorator discuss the escape plan. Here's the rest of the things that are a little confusing. Again, Walt's birthday is mentioned. I can add that because I think I already had August 24th in here as Walt's birthday. I did, because they talked about his birthday being in August in the pilot. So I'm just going to add that, it was also talked about at that point. The whole Sun and Jen timeline is a little bit confusing to me, and it's probably confusing to me because I'm thinking of everything else that happened in between times. So the first part of the flashback, we see Sun and Jen kiss at the Pikes party. I don't know if it was a business industry party or if it was just a party at their home. It was at their home. But, you know, so I just said the Pikes party that Son and Jen kiss and you know, and have that first discussion, and he first gives her a flower. You know, that was the that flower reference. Apparently they had been dating, you know, a few weeks before. When that is, that part escapes me. I gotta kind of think about that. And then a little bit later from that, Jen asked for Son's hand in marriage, and Mr. Pike agreed. But then Jen also agrees to work for his father. How long after that did they get married? That is the question. We know that Jacob was at their wedding. But how long after that was their wedding? And then, you know, the next time we flash back, we see Son coming into their very nice apartment with her Chanel bags, and she's been out shopping and this and that. And there's a puppy there. We know that Jen got that puppy. We know that he got that puppy when he took it from the little girl when he went to deliver the message to, you know, the guy who owed money to Mr. Pike. So that, and here's where I get confused. So the next flashback, we see Jen comes in bloody. The dog is much bigger at this point. But doesn't it seem like when we do Jen's flashback and he goes to deliver the message and he takes the puppy, doesn't it seem like it's only a few nights later or the next night that he goes back when he gets all bloody? So it's really confusing to me that the dog was so much bigger at that point. Or was he bloody from when he had the altercation with the bald dude that Son was cheating with? What was Jen bloody from? I always thought he was bloody from when he delivered the message and he beat that guy up, you know, and the man in the white suit was ready to assassinate the man. So why is the dog so much bigger? Because I feel like that's just a few nights later. I'm going to parking lot. I'm going to make a parking lot for these items because I'm just confused about the timing. And maybe we can figure it out together or figure it out later. So yeah, when you see this, these items are going to be in a parking lot. Yeah, how long have they been married? You know, we see her with the haircut when she's ready to leave for the airport, of course. I always felt like that was years that passed, but maybe not. Because remember, there was the whole thing where also they had the fertility issues, and, you know, there was that time of their marriage. I'm just trying to figure out the timing. And then remember the time when her mother and the matchmaker were trying to set her up with, I don't know why the hotel magnate is the son, his name is escaping me. But they were the same guy she learned English from and she was cheating with later. You know, it was when Jen, you know, worked at the hotel also. I'm trying to figure out when that was, because that had to be even before that. Because, you know, it was later on that week that he quit the job and he ran to Son. And that's when their relationship started. But I just need to figure out what year was that and when that was. All right, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching It's About Time. Again, you can download the full timeline at patreon.com/itsabouttime. Please, please, please like, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.